The king is here, baby. Hoo-wee! You catch that shit? Holy shit! All right, I want to accept. Right, we're going. Let's get this right now. Let's get this laid out. Right, I will not take Kinta slander. All right, now I love Kinta. Unironically, I love my boy. Hi everyone, by the way, I'm back. Right, I love Kinta. All right, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. One of the best guys. One of the best guys I've ever met. Right? Okay. But I tell you what. They did him even better. They did him even better in the anime. I don't know how anybody could walk around not liking my boy, not respecting my boy. Frankly, I don't understand how you couldn't. What's that? What's that? You're curious? What is that you're wearing? Is that what you're saying? Chat, you may even say in the chat, someone in the chat might even say, hey, what is that you're wearing? Rook? Somebody might say that. You could say that. You could maybe say that right now. Right now. Right now. Somebody please say that. Could somebody say that? Could somebody say that? Please, 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 please. Thanks, guys. This whole thing is whatever. It's just new merchandise. Safetiesonrookie.com, guys. Just launched it today, everybody. Yeah, you want to get a look-see at it? Now, this was also created by another member in the community, Kells. Thank you, Kells. Amazing work, guys. Everybody in the community, for the record, does amazing work. I'm doing build-up. I'm building it up. Hold on. Now, worth remembering, guys, this is the prototype. There have been ever so slight edits since I completed the release of this. All right? Ever so slight edits, okay? Boom, here we are. What do you think? What do you think? Huh? Pretty sick. Look at this shit. Here. Pretty baller. Huh? What do you think, guys? I can't see what you're doing. Just I'll give it a second and then I'll turn around. We good? Look at that. It's pretty baller. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, isn't it? Isn't it? I've been working on this for a little while, guys, because I wanted to really. I really wanted the artwork, right? Because initially it came in, the artwork came in after being commissioned as this, and you can see the other version right here. See that shit right there? Safety's on Rookie, ladies and gentlemen. It's so good, everybody. It's so good. Holy shit, it's so good. Safetiesonrookie.com, guys. We have stuff over there. We have more stuff over there. More stuff than you've ever seen. You've probably seen one piece of merchandise in your time. But it came in like this. Obviously, Safety's on Rookie on that side. This thing can fit so much coffee in it, baby. So it came in like this, and I thought it'd be really cool for this part of the design to be on the sleeve, right? Because that's an option on the merchandising website that I use. So it looks fucking sick, doesn't it? Holy shit. Don't you think? Look at that. And this comes in white, guys. There's a zipper hoodie option as well. It's pretty sick. Honestly, this is bone. This is the bone color. I'm a big fan of this color just generally. It's kind of like an off-white, but it says bad luck, guys. It says bad luck, and I thought that was a really nice twist, to be honest. All right, only Dandadan fans will get it. Only Dandadan fans will get it. Only your Safety's on Rookie Dandadan fans will get it, guys. Whew. God damn. I've been holding this shit in for ages, and we're still not done yet. We're still not done yet. I've worked with other artists in the community as well, and we're still not done yet. I just haven't got them onto design. Oh, wow. Member for 4 months, Eric. Wow. Amazing. Yes, amazing. Fantastic. Brilliant. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see the energy. Love to see the energy. And what an episode as well, by the way, guys. I haven't forgot the reason that we're here. I haven't forgotten the reason that we're here. But I'm really excited to be able to show this off, guys. Well, the hoodie is really nice. You see, unlike this version, because as you can see, there's the golden ball behind Turbo Granny right there. And as I said on the edited version, I always get the prototype, so I get the worst version, guys. But the new version has the golden ball here as well, just as something to kind of like, you know, make the front of it not so dull or dry or boring. Yeah. Yeah. But thank you, Kells. Thank you. It would have been very funny. I love working with the community for this kind of stuff. Hi, Monado. Oh my lord. Oh no. Is 50's a 50's a thingy, isn't it? Oh lord. Alright. The man paid for his thing, so I'll give him it. Alright, you ready? I don't know why I do any of this. I don't know what the point is. I'm just a performing monkey. The hoodie is on. You want the hoodie up? You want the hoodie up? Like that. Okay, ready? Meow, meow. Okay. Look, you got it. You got your thing. I hope you're happy. Why am I this why is this my life? When did this become my life? Anyway, Dandadan, right? We're going to talk about Dandadan. We're here to talk about Dandadan, guys. You know, it's good that we're here on a Friday of all days. Which is even crazier because like it was yesterday. I've been bursting to talk about this. But yeah, no, I really wanted to launch the merchandise today. This is so cool, by the way. This is so cool. Like it's just, it looks so good. It looks so goddamn good, guys. My lord. You know? It's lagging. It's there. It's in the archives. Is everybody lagging? Is everybody lagging? Or is it just our American people? Alright, try not to spam the chat, my boy, Oliver. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, sorry guys. Get good. Get good, guys. Maybe you get on a plane and pop over here. And then you won't get your lag. Because I will do it live and in person. We'll do it live and in person. Anyway, guys. So let's just really quickly have a little look at what we've got over on safetiesonrookie.com, guys. As you can see, we've got the zip-up hoodie. We've got the pullover like we currently have. The new mug, which comes in 3 different sizes, guys. Shirt, and then a black variant as well. You know, with a slightly different thingy. And shirt, but you can see this is how the original print looked, that kind of thing. And then we've got all of the amazing work by Angle as well, which you can see over there in the background, guys. Pretty exciting. And there's an even bigger mug. There are 3 levels to the mug. So there's the base level, then there's the bigger version, and then there's an even bigger version than that. I haven't seen it though. Well, I mean, this is the thing, dude. Like I can guarantee you that I'm making these at the absolute lowest margin that I can sell them for, my guy. You know, making merchandise is not a cheap endeavor, and it's just me here. It's just your boy. All right, we're not running a Primark here. You know, I'll be able to lift it. Oh, you are small. You are cat size, so that makes sense. Anyway, guys, right. Anyway. We, yeah. Well, honestly, guys, I also want to take an opportunity to say, with this new range, this new line of merchandise, guys, the Volume 2 stuff. Primark, yeah. With this new range of volume of merchandise, guys, I want to just say that everybody who bought something from the first volume, thank you. I'm shocked and quite humbled by the fact that so many people were interested in doing that in the first place. But I find that very exciting. And I think that is a testament to, to how engaged as a community we are. And it's really nice to be able to work on something and for people to feel like they are comfortable, like, repping the brand, supporting the channel, whatever it is, however it's done, whatever your reasoning is, whether you want the actual merchandise or you wanted to show off some support, whatever it is, I appreciate it regardless. So thank you guys. Are you all still getting lag, by the way, or are you okay? Where's the... Actually, that reminds me. You bought the first thing that you got support. I've just seen your message. The hoodie is very nice. You see, the hoodie's real benefit is this thing. I love this. Like, it looks so good. And then obviously, guys, we are here to talk. Huh. So, what is it? So are you just all getting really bad connecting? I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. Well, I mean, it must be if it's not happening over here, it must be a US thing. Anyway, guys, right. So, we're here to talk about the boy. Now, as you can see, he's also repping the brand, so don't want to fall behind on that right there. You don't want to fall behind on that right there. Yeah, there he is. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful how we can all come together on this? Thank you, Toaster. Thank you, Toaster, for creating this piece of art. This piece of art. This should be hanging in a museum. It belongs in a museum. Behold my stuff. We have stuff. We have stuff on safetysonrookie.com, guys. You can get anything you want there. And if you got more, we got all kinds of stuff going on. You want the Discord, best place on the internet for Dandadan. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord link. Guys, it's the best place on the internet for anything to do with the channel, anything to do with Dandadan. We have a good time there. We've only got two more weeks left. We've only got 2 more weeks left, guys. So let's make them good ones. All right. You get some glasses and cosplays, Kinta. I don't know if I could pull off such majesty, my dude. I don't know if I could pull off such majesty. Look at him. He's a beautiful creature. A beautiful specimen. Look at him. Whew. What a man. But on that note, guys, yesterday's episode. We're talking about that now. Okay, so the green, Eric, looks great. The green looks great. It makes it look. I love season 1. I love season 1. I do. But god damn, right? The colors for this season have been off the fucking charts, right? They've been off the charts. They look so good. It looks so goddamn good. Okay. And it's all it makes the it kind of makes the Serpo arcs look, I remember we spoke about it not long back, right? Yeah, please don't spam the chat, Oliver, dude. Please don't spam the chat or I'll have to time you out, brother. I don't have to do it, but I'll do it. All right, I'm not afraid. Anyway, no. This is not a snot filter, right? So the Serpo arc, we've been over it before, but it's worth touching on again. The Serpo arc, guys, had a bit of a snot filter thing going on for it, right? In that it just kind of overlaid this green thing over the top of it. And it's like, it's fine. I love season 1. Those episodes are still great, genuinely. But to me, it was a bit distracting. It didn't really lend itself well to, I suppose, depth for me. All the colors kind of looked a bit flat because of that. And it lost a lot of the shading lost a lot of its depth because it was just all slightly different shades of green, right? This is not a snot filter. This is just, it's got a green theme going on for it. and there was like a desaturation element to it for sure, but all of the green was coming from the lights, right? Specifically all of the interior lights, like the fluorescent light bulbs and things like that. And it lends itself to that old style monster movie in a way, right? Like on old film and stuff, you get a lot more kind of like washed out colors and things like that. It feels diegetic. It feels like it's from inside of the world, rather than we're just seeing this through what could amount to this. There you go. That actually looks kind of sick. But this is the snot filter, right? That's the snot filter, and this is the not snot filter. This is what we just saw. There's an actual green light here doing green stuff. This is a real green light, and it's bouncing off of there, and it's creating a green background, right? If I were to walk over here, I'm green now, right? Okay? So I'm green now. This is not a snot filter, but it does make me green, okay? Now, if I were to turn that off and just do this, now I'm in snot filter land. You see the difference? Do you see the difference? Okay? Now, I know that it's not literally green. You utter fools. I'm green now. That is what it is, though. I don't know if you're saying that ironically, like sarcastically, Toaster, but like genuinely, that is what I mean. And I prefer. Right, hulked out for a second. Yeah, I prefer when the lighting is diegetic in the scene. It's being caused by something, because it means that all of the shadows and everything have to play off of where the lighting's coming from, and it lands. He's never been sarcastic. Fair enough. He is a toaster. It just lends such a visual flair to it. Oh, thank you, Toaster. I appreciate it. It lends a visual flair to it. It just looks better. This is how you do it. This is how you do the green color scheme. And I was not surprised by it. I was not surprised at how well they did it, because they themselves did such a good job in season 2 with the colors. All right? They've just done an amazing job with it. Just so good. Like the purple and the red, and the fact that it's not just there. It's not just a color overlaid over the scene for no reason. Every single time that the color has been introduced as a dominant force in the scene, not only is it coming from something or being radiated from someone, but also it's being created for a reason. It's being implemented in the scene to show dominance of a specific individual, right? In this case, it feels like we're in somebody else's domain, right? And they're trying to create an almost like old film effect to it. And because of that, it just looks better. It feels better. It feels intimidating, or that it's there for a reason. I love it. I adore it. I think it looks fantastic. This season has been visually phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, outstandingly good. Season 1 looks beautiful as well. There's no denying that. It looks great. But they've stepped it up. Like, this is a step up. There's not really, as far as I'm concerned, there's no argument there. This is a step up in a big way. Like, I think back to the way that they used color at all in season 1, and the most advanced that it got, from my perspective, is the fight between Okrun and the Serpos, which was like a blue versus red thing. But even that was quite rudimentary in comparison. They were very flat colors that were just kind of plopped onto the screen depending on where one of the characters were. It didn't really feel like a super like advanced way of using colors. It didn't feel like, it felt like it was trying to say something about who, like the dominant force in the room, that kind of thing, but it didn't really have the same effect and impact that we've had this season. And I can only presume that's to do with the shared directorial duties. Yeah. No, they've done such a great way. Like honestly, this episode, the beginning of this episode, right? And anybody who's not been here before, it's getting kind of warm in here. Anybody who's not been here before, what we do is I watch the episode on the second monitor, so that I'm able to just kind of go through it. And as I go through it, I will. Hold on, guys. I will loosely kind of comment on what's happening and discuss what it is that I'm seeing on screen and what I think about it, right? Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Right? I know. Calm down, boys. Calm down. Yeah, I have merchant. What, this? Oh, this is just the Volume 1 merchandise. Safeties on rookie.com, guys. Momo ISA by Angle. You know, she gets likes from actual Tatsu. The creator of Dandadan likes her work. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, guys. Anyway. So that's how it works, right? Now, to start off with, I was like, I'm going to run out of display space for season Volume 3. You're right. You're right. Right, so... First off, guys, worth acknowledging immediately is Kinta has a different wake-up time here than he does in Daizuken. And I know that's hard. I know that's hard for us to all accept, but we're going to have to get used to that. We're all going to have to accept that. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened. How could they make such a mistake? I'm joking. It's fine. I just can't cope. I just can't cope. He's so cool. How can you people... I know, Toaster. It's just not in line with what I thought Kinta was. He's so cool, guys. He's so fucking cool. Look at him. Look at him go. Can you see him? Yeah, you can. Hold on, guys. Hold on. He did have to do his hair, to be fair. Look at him. Look at his glory. Good lord. Good lord, guys. He's so cool. No, I thought that I thought the way that they did this was amazing. Like, I can see what's happening here, right? One of those pocket combs. I might already have one. I actually don't. I can see what was being done here, right? So they obviously, this gives me a bit of confidence, right? This gives me a lot of confidence that they have a very specific endpoint for the season, and I presume that endpoint is, the after the next dinner scene, right? I presume that's what it is. This to me feels like padding, but in the best kind of way, right? And it is actually genuinely important to acknowledge this. And this is, you know what? Let's just rewind back to a few months back, all right? Let's rewind a few months back when we were talking about filler. And when I say we were talking about it, I was ranting, okay? Now, there is some filler that you get that is worthless and pointless and needless. This is not that. And this does not feel like filler, right? This is because the initial way that he was introduced in the manga, he felt like a tack on, right? He felt like he was just attached to the to the group at this point. He just jumped in for no reason, and he is just in it now. And this is why Kinta felt like an annoyance when he first joined, because he was just kind of like, it came out of nowhere. It felt like they were just trying to introduce a new character, and he was a bit of a pain in the arse, right? Like, that is what we saw him as. It was just a bit of kind of like a creepy guy. Okay, this isn't that. This is reframing this chapter and this episode from Kinta's perspective. You get to know who the guy is before he's forced into the story with everybody else, rather than the reverse. Kinta has an uphill battle in the fandom, in my opinion, because of the fact, number one, because of how he looks, right? I think people have a problem with the way that the guy looks. You know, he's clearly not the most physically fit individual, and he's very self-serious in a way. But it only to the perspective of his imagination allows him to want to be a different person, right? And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You guys pretend. You guys here are going to pretend that you never walked past, like, the mirror or something and done the James Bond shoot, right? But you say you don't. Say you haven't done it. That's fine. Oh, I don't sing in the shower. I'll tell you what, guys. You probably don't sound as good as you think you do in the shower. But that's fine. That's fine. You own that shit, motherfucker. My boy does. He doesn't give a shit. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Holy shit. Okay? Takes a lot of bravery to admit. Honestly. What's wrong with you people? But I've seen people upset about him just because he is who he is, man. You might not like that. You might not like who he is, and that's fine. That is fine, but it doesn't change the fact that you gotta respect the shit out of him. You know? I think that it's only hard from certain dimensions. It's difficult to like Kinta, and there are some things about Kinta that are a bit on the edge, right? I think that his relationship with women can be a bit problematic, right? Okay? But in the same breath, you got to put yourself in his position. You got to put yourself in this kid's mindset. He's probably never spoke to a woman before. They're an alien to him. He's completely in his imagination. He can try to play the role or the character or of somebody who is suave or women like him, right? But the reality is they don't, and he's never spoken to one. So in his head, he creates this character that he wants to go and play, and then when Momo runs up later on, he just shuts down. And it's really sad in a way. I'll tell you what hits me about this episode. I'll tell you what fucking hits me about this episode. He's having a great day. He's on his way to school, right? He's just being himself. He's singing his favorite Gundam song, right? And then he turns the corner and there are a bunch of people around him from school and he quiets the fuck down. It's him putting on his mask, guys. It's no different. It's no fucking different than anybody else in Dandadan. It's no different. All right? People people have a I think people look down on him, especially because of the way that he aesthetically kind of looks as well. I think that I like Kinta. Hell yeah, I like Kinta. I've liked Kinta for months now. All right? His passion is fucking commendable, man. Fuck that shit. Why not? Why not, dude? Again, it doesn't mean that he's not a problematic figure at times, but I mean, I feel like he's learned a bit. I feel like in the manga he's come a long way. In this he's a bit creepy, but he's kind of, he learns, you know? But anyway, I think it's really sad that he's being himself, he's being expressive, and when he gets to the school gate, he quiets down because he can't be himself in that place, and that's terrible. And I know for a fact that many of you people probably never felt super comfortable in school either to be really yourself. I only discovered who I am after school, you know, because I felt uncomfortable in school. And if any of you have ever felt like that, you should know. And sure, he retreats into his imagination. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Is it a bit too far? Maybe. He doesn't have any friends, does he? He's not surrounded with friends. So what else are you gonna do all day? I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. I think that you know what I mean? I just think that I started out liking him ironically, right? I started it out as a joke. Yeah, Danny, for real, yeah. I started out as a joke, but the more that I started to try to comprehend the character and what could possibly be underneath the character, the more that I genuinely liked him. Like, so what? He plays with fucking toys. I don't give a shit. Why would I? Right? Like, what really defines the difference between somebody who plays with a fucking toy versus somebody who plays with something that's not a toy? Right? Like, what's the difference? If you play a video game, how is that intrinsically different than playing with a fucking figurine? Right? What's the difference between somebody who's playing the stock market versus playing a video game? Because money is the reward. It's a currency, it's a commodity. Yeah, but it's like the tangible value of that is just what you attribute to it. Really, from a holistic point of view, it's no different. Well, you're 13, brother. No, don't worry about that. People play with Lego when they're fucking 50. I don't care. He plays with toys, man. Who cares? I don't think you can boil him down to a single character trait. I don't think you can boil the guy down to a single character trait. I don't think that it's necessarily fair to look down on him, right? I just don't think that that's the case. And I think that is really interesting. I think it's really interesting that they put us into the mindset, the perspective of Kinta before introducing him into the series. I think that's a very wise choice, right? It also lends a little bit of context to kind of where he comes from in this chapter, this episode, right? Like, you know what I mean? No, Gabriel, brother. I respect that you have your opinion. I genuinely do. I don't think that anybody has to like him. I don't think anybody has to like him. I just think that it's important for people to understand, I think, where he's coming from as a character, right? That's my opinion. I just think that it's really important to kind of think about the reality of who this character is. Because I'm going to be honest, he's clearly not a popular guy. People don't like him, right? He probably gets bullied as well. Well, he does. You know what I mean? And he's got an interest. And it serves the group well in this arc and in future arcs to come, right? And I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with that. I mean, I think people with imagination, it's an incredible trait, you know? Being able to create something or invent something in your mind. Yeah, I have no problem with people not liking Kinta as long as they're not unfair to Kinta. That's my thing. Like you cannot like Kinta, that's fine, but it's like, I don't think he's massively different from somebody else. Like, do you know what I mean? I think he's fucking hilarious too. I think all the shit that he does with the comb is hysterical, and it's really sad that he quiets down when he gets to school because he has no friends, man. Imagine you've been in class with Okurun, right? Imagine you've been in class with Okurun for as long as you have, and then out of fucking nowhere, right? Out of nowhere, you see him just hanging out with Momo Ayase, and then hanging out with Ida, right? You lose your marbles. You'd be like, what is this? This guy he's no cooler than I am. What's happened? What has gone on? What's the secret sauce? Right? And then he follows him around because he wants to know, right? He's an awkward guy as well, in a way. Oh, I adore Ida, man. But yeah, basically, try again. That's funny. Yeah. I absolutely fucking adore secret sauce. Yes, exactly, Bussy. I absolutely adore the way that they've framed this. Where he's like in the background of episode 5, because it really shows that, okay, this character has been following Okurun around for a bit, and he's noticed it for a little while, and it's also fucking funny. It's just very funny. We are, we're 1 minute and 59 seconds in, actually. So you're wrong. I just love the way that they insert this stuff. But you know what else it is as well? There is something, and I know that it was only last year, right? I know that it was only last year, but it kind of feels weirdly nostalgic to watch episode 5 in the context of a new episode. I was incredibly surprised when I saw this, but it's so nice to see from last episode, right? From last episode where we got to see Momo and Okurun at their closest point yet, right? Which is a barrier. They've hit a wall, right? And obviously, guys, if you want to learn more about that, please go and watch my Momo Okurun video. Talk about it all there, but they've hit a wall here. This is where their relationship, in my opinion, stagnates for a little while because they find it difficult to overcome this hurdle. It's like a great filter in their relationship, and that's the point that they've hit. They've crossed this boundary insofar as physical contact is concerned, but they aren't ready to admit to each other or themselves what those moments mean, right? And seeing us at that point right now, right? Seeing us at that point right now, and then flipping the script and going back to this episode, season 1, episode 5, we see the entirety of the journey. We see the entirety of the journey of where we've been and where we are. And I love that. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, everybody, let's all be nice, all right? Let's all be nice about everybody's favorite characters. All right, come on, guys. Let's all just be nice. Anyway, it's really nice to see how far they've been. And this is also really funny. I think this is a really funny sequence, you know, because he's just there in the background, right? And I know that there's a point, you know, there's a thing in it doesn't matter. This is just like Metal Gear Solid. There's like a Metal Gear Solid thing. If anybody wants to know about that, I'm not going to go into it here. This is not a Metal Gear Solid thing. Discord, guys, message me on Discord and I will let you know how it's related. I'll send you a voice clip for anybody who wants to hear it. But if you want to join, if you want to know more about that, guys, Discord link is accessible through my Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member, guys, to get access to the Discord. Best place on the internet for Dandadan and everything else related to the channel, guys. It's an incredible place, incredible people, and also, guys, as you can see scattered around me here and here, volume 1, volume 2 merchandise, guys. All right, new volume just came out, hot off the press, guys. Look at this, bad luck, guys, bad luck. Damn right, look at that shit. We've also got mugs, guys. We've also got lots of mugs. Safetiesonrookie.com, guys. Best place on the internet for safetiesonrookie.com. Dandadan, guys. Alright. Okay. Incredible place, incredible people, and I hope that people enjoy the merchandise. But anyway, yeah, it reminds me of a thing from Metal Gear Solid, is my point. So if you want to know about that, Discord. Safetiesonrookie.com. Link is currently pinned to the chat, gamers. Anyway, it's nice to see how far they've come. And the fact that Kinta's in the background is hilarious. It's just very funny. Right? It's just very funny. Also, this is probably, like, in Season 1, this is probably my favorite episode in Season 1. So, it's even more, like, nostalgic, right? For me as well, like, I think that this was the week. I think that this was the week where where my Momokurun video took off. I think that this might be the week that happened. So for me, it's got there's a lot of nostalgia. I was really on the Dandadan train at this point, right? Like we'd left the station. Okay, there was no getting off, and so for me, this is like the perfect point to go back to, you know. I love it. And it's really funny to just see him in the background because he obviously wasn't there. He obviously wasn't there. They've just fucking inserted him into the scenes. He's just there as a fucking hell. Look at him. He's not there. This is like Back to the Future. in Back to the Future 2 where he with the sports almanac, right? And then he goes back to his normal time and he's just like, oh, it turns out that Donald Trump Biff actually runs the entire fucking world. He's just there the whole time. So stupid, man. But I think that there is also, and this might be unintentional, right? This might be an unintentional element to it. But I do think that this speaks to the degree to which he as a character is unnoticed. The degree of not giving a shit that this guy exists is literally even the camera never cared that he was there. He was such an out of the way artifact that nobody even cared that he was there. You know, and again, that might be an over-analysis over what is ostensibly just a funny moment, but it does give off quite an interesting vibe for that. Every time they show a magazine in this, it's incredibly relevant later. But he's just following him around the whole time. You know? It's so good. This bit here where he was there, I was just sat there. I was just sat there thinking to myself, it'd be really funny if he also got hit by the volleyball, like, straight after. You know? Yeah, it does fit. It does fit. You're right, Giovanni. You know? He's so out of it that he's reading it upside down as well. He's clearly not focusing. I also love seeing these scenes. I love seeing these scenes without the internal monologue going on, you know? Like, it's really interesting because this is what it would have looked like for anybody who was looking at them. And we know what they're thinking, you know? Yeah, it's funny that they put him where they put him. And when they're shifting through the crowd and he just can't get through. Man, I love this whole sequence. See this? It's so good. It's so good. I like, honestly, this is like so goddamn cute, man. It's so fucking cute. What the fuck? Ridiculous. He's just there in the other side of the room. It's amazing. This whole sequence is golden, man. Like, I mean, the episode 5 sequence. It's just so... Man, the Dandadan's so good, guys. How have we only got 2 more weeks? Yeah, I do think that maybe the one bit is the bit where he is stood to the left, like where he's stood in between Miko and Muko. In my head canon, I suppose he fainted and nobody cared, or they pushed him to the side. You know? Yeah. Also, when they're doing the bit where they're kind of going back and forth, thinking about, oh, you know, Momo probably doesn't like me. She doesn't see me as a friend. And then Momo's like, oh, he probably thinks I'm annoying. And the music's going on, and then it cuts to Kinta. Silence. Complete fucking silence. You know? Just, you know what I mean? It just cuts to him, and it's silent. The truth. It's like the fucking... It's so ridiculous. And then they do that whole, like, 3D... This is such a clever way of reusing animation. Right? Like, they must have been like, budget maxing. They must have been budget maxing for the rest of the arc. Look at him. He's just sat there the whole time, and nobody gave a shit, dude. Nobody cared. It's just bird song in the background. He's a nobody. No. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, Ark. That's a good way of looking at it. Like just you fill in the gaps or something. I know, man. I love Dandadan so much. It's so good, guys. This has been such a... I'll tell you what, guys. Season 2 has been amazing. I've really enjoyed this kind of thing. It's going to be ages until we get to Season 3, but this back and forth has been amazing. It's been so good, hasn't it? You know, we're going to have to do at least one stream when the season's wrapped up so that we can finish ranking all of Season 2. I imagine by the end of Season 2 itself, we would have ranked all of Season 1 on the tier list. But we need to rank all of Season 2, and we can do that on that last stream that we do. Season 2 has been immaculate. But you know what else as well? I feel like this is my favorite period of time in Dandadan. Right? I love the Cursed House arc and the Evil Eye arc. And honestly, the Kaiju arc never really struck with me. Never really struck with me, but the way that they've done it stylistically has really elevated the entire experience. I'm incredibly excited about the Kaiju arc. Just because of that. What is this? Why? Yeah, no, there's enough time for him to be somewhere else. Look at these two. These two are the best. I fucking love these two. Look at the... No. Oh, right. You don't read the manga. Yeah. Well, look. The next arc... There are some amazing arcs on the way, my guy. Genuinely so many. But the Cursed House arc is still probably my favorite. It's still probably my favorite. You know? I love this OP as well. I know obviously I made a whole video about it. But I adore this OP. It's so good. You know? It's so sweet. Oh. Alright, Zulvi. Have a good one. Have a good one. Good luck. Skip intro. I don't think so. Right, don't speak those awful words, Tarantado. You're gonna upset people. Oh, Oliver, I just saw that message. Thank you. Yes, I'm very fond of the community that we built here. It's very wholesome, you know, and I'm very pleased to see it. Guys, if you want to join the community, obviously you can just come here and see us here every week, or Patreon link in the description. Join my Patreon as a free member, and I'll get you access to the Discord, guys. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan and for keeping up with the channel. And if you want to rep the channel, guys, we've got Volume 2 merchandise out right now, guys. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. How cool is this? This arm. Look at that. It looks so good, guys. It looks so good. Holy shit. And then obviously Volume 1, Angle over there. This is by Kells, member of the community. This is by Angle, member of the community. Link to safetysonrookie.com in the chat link. Another one. Oh, hell yeah. 7 months. 7 months. Oh my god, Blissy. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you for being here for 7 months. That is so crazy. Aw. Guys. 7 months. It's been so long. We've been a community for quite a long time now. You know, and I'm so pleased. I actually could not be happier with how the community has built over time. Like genuinely, it is a privilege. Oh, Natchan as well. 7 months. 7 months, Natchan, everybody. That's Blissy and Natchan, both at Zuma level, which is crazy. How wild is that? In fact, when do you get to Vermola level? A year. It's 1 year and you get to Vermola level, and then every year after that is, oh my god, that's wild. People are you're gonna be stuck at Vermola level for a minute. That's very cool. I'm very honestly, guys, I'm at a disadvantage. You guys are incredibly generous, and I don't have words for it, so thank you. There we go. Now we're in the present time. I love this whole... But this is the thing. It feels like we'd spend a lot of time with Amnola. We spend a lot of time with Kinta in this episode, you know? We spend a lot of time with Kinta in this episode, and I quite like that. Because it means that when he does show up here and he starts kind of latching onto the gang, it feels like we've spent enough time with him to kind of like get what he's about, to get a little bit of a peek beneath the mask. That's a Pasonka reference. Tom, it's probably gonna be I want to say 2 years. 2 years before we get to season 3, if we're lucky. I know I don't want it to end either. But we've got to, because if we don't let it continue, if we don't let them continue to do the great work that they do, number one, they catch up with the manga, which they can't do, and number two, it'll be rushed. You know, we just got to live with it. And even if it never came back, guys, I don't see why it wouldn't. But even if it never ever did, we've had this. We've had all of this. And if it wasn't for all of this, none of us would be in this community right now. You know? Don't worry about it. I don't know. The manga's not finished yet. You know, the manga's not finished yet. But, I mean, yeah. It's fine. We're good. Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure so far, guys. Absolute pleasure. So you know, we've had yeah, I think 4 seasons for the current. Well, yeah, 4 seasons for the current saga for sure. Yeah. Well, season 3 and season 3 and 4 would be 12 episode seasons again, the same way as this. This is the way that they make seasons now. It's just the way that this happens. You know, it's split into 2 and they're released half a year between each other. It's just the way that seasons work now. I don't really mind. I actually kind of like it in a weird way. I don't really love that they call them season 1 and 2. But I mean, whatever. I don't really mind one way or the other. I think that Dandadan will probably end in like, I don't know, 200, 300 more chapters. It depends on the scope of the story, but I mean, I'd rather have something perfect for all time as opposed to something that dilutes itself over time, right? Don't even say that, Blussy. Don't even say that. We don't talk about the shark thing. I don't want Dandadan to go on forever. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want it to go on forever, because the longer it goes on, the more likely it is to fizzle into something worse than what it's supposed to be. And I don't want that. I like my stories having an ending, you know, and I like to have the satisfaction of being able to kind of like just say, yeah, that was perfect, you know. Stories have to end. That's all right, Tom. Don't worry about it. You have look. If I don't want to talk, if I don't want to talk to chat, I would just close off the tab. Don't worry, my guy. You know. Got cut in half because of Netflix wants it. All right. Yeah. I'm glad that you like hearing me talk about the episodes. I am Boruto. We don't talk about Boruto. We don't talk about Naruto here. I'll start ranting. You know, look, as far as I'm concerned, we've got a long time still before we're anywhere near the ending for Dandadan, as far as the anime is concerned. So don't worry about it. Yeah, no, the simultaneous release of the sub and the dub is definitely huge, because Dandadan and a lot of Netflix, really Netflix is the main contender for... Think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. If you stop thinking about platforms as just places that you can go and grab different pieces of media, and you think about the audience, the potential for Netflix to elevate anime significantly to a broader audience and make it more common, a household common thing, is huge, immense, right? Anime is a massive industry now. All right, see, Oliver, massive industry now, especially in the West. Not in the East, it's obviously a different story. It's been that for ages, but in the West, it's becoming normalized for normal people to just watch anime. Netflix is the forefront of this. Crunchyroll is not. Crunchyroll's problem is that you have to like anime to start watching it. Okay? Netflix pushes its anime catalog, and it's got a pretty impressive one, and it's getting better and better, to normal people. And those normal people, from what I've read, 70% of them watch it in dub, English dub, right? They don't watch it in the original Japanese. And that is where the success of a lot of these platforms and a lot of these animes are going to be found, is in normal audiences liking them because of the dubs. This is why the dubs are such high quality now, because it is massively important to the success in exporting it from Japan to the rest of the world. You know? Yeah, exactly, Charlie. Exactly. But this is the thing. Netflix is probably the forerunner of the success of this medium in the Western world. It's massive proliferation with normal people, not people who are anime fans traditionally. And you can see that Amazon are trying to get in line with this kind of stuff, but they don't have the same catalog that Netflix does. And Dandadan's close connection with Netflix, which I presume will only get higher next time because of the whole controversy with Crunchyroll, is going to be incredible. It's definitely going to be thingy. But it's also look, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Okay? Number one, the more people that like this kind of thing, the better. Because the more that you can walk around in this and that. SafetyZoneRookie.com, guys. Link is pinned in the comment section, and it's in the description. More that you guys can walk around in this kind of stuff. And also it breaks up a little bit of the monopoly that Sony has in the Netflix streaming space, which is only bad for you, which is only bad for any of us, you know? Oh yeah, I mean, I generally speaking prefer to own my media generally, right? Like if we're not talking about the implications of streaming in general versus owning your media, which is a completely different discussion, and we're talking purely streaming, the Sony own Funimation, Crunchyroll, and they basically have cornered the market completely. Having someone like Netflix being able to walk in here is just good for you. It's just good for any of us. Genuinely. Gives me people more options as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm not telling you to like Netflix. I don't think you should like any streaming service that wants to take away your ownership. My point is just that there is a significant benefit to this kind of thing getting in front of people. It means people who like dub can get better quality dub, and it means that people who like sub can still just watch the Japanese version, which is already a success. Yeah, I mean, the competition thing can sometimes not be the exact outcome because you know how it is. But in this circumstance, I think it is a good thing. Do I go out in it? Yeah, I go out in my merchandise. Why not? Fuck it. I gotta rep the brand. If I'm not willing to rep the brand, the person who fucking owns the brand, how do I expect any of you guys to? I went to the shop in this today, and look at it. It's sick, guys. Look at it. Amazing. Thank you, Kells, in the community. I only work with community members to create this stuff, guys. I only work with community members. Incredible artists in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member, guys, to get access to Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. And then safetiesonrookie.com for all the merchandise, including this mug and this mug. Look at how cool they are. Look at how good they are. Yes, we love you, Kells. We love all of you. We love Angle as well, guys. Incredible work. But anyway, my point is that yeah, this it's good to release simul dubs, right? Yeah, it's wonderful. The design is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Like, so many incredible artists. I know that turned into a really heated tangent there. I apologize. My whole kind of like background is in audience and media and stuff, so I'm incredibly fascinated by it all. But that's a whole different thing. Anyway, episode. I love the way that Kinta is trying to get Okurun's attention here, where he gets one of his toys out and he's just like this. In fact, you know what? Hold on, guys. And he's kind of just doing this. I got a new thing. She sits down. What do you think? the mug would have worked. Look, new Momo. Yeah, I got it in Barcelona. There you go. No, stay. Perfect. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, some Spanish for me encanta Janny. You can clip that for her. Yeah, Charlie! He got it! Ladies and gentlemen! Charlie, well done. He got it. Was it the teeth clack? Amazing. It's a Doctor Who reference. Anyway, so Kinta is just standing there like this. Look at him. Oh, he's the best, man. How could you not love this guy? He's a moron. It's amazing. I love it. He walks like Solid Snake, man. Look at him. Wait, not now. I'll get copyright struck. Wait for him to walk and I'll show you. He moves like Solid Snake. Look at him. Oh, Janny, you just missed it. You just missed me speak Spanish. 6 months, Janny. We've got another Zuma rank. Did you guys summon her by saying her name? What the hell? I know. Anyway, he's walking around doing his whole Metal Gear Solid thing. I love it. Look at him. He's like Solid Snake. It's amazing. I bet he loves Metal Gear Solid. And Metal Gear's a mech. Oh, I bet he loves it. There's a cyborg ninja in it. He'd love it. Kinta would love Metal Gear Solid. No choice but to use brute force and cunning. Look at him. I know. Johnny's a zoomer as well. Yeah, that's why he feels invisible, because he's got octo camo on. Look at him. And this is it. This is where this is his intro. This is his intro in the manga, right? His intro in the manga literally begins like almost halfway through the episode. Right? That's how much they added to this. They basically added a whole chapter worth. Even his voice, right? Even his voice is so much more. It's like he's intentionally amplifying the kind of like traits of it to sound more heroic, more masculine, you know? Oh, what? Was actually? That's crazy. I didn't notice that, Blissey. I didn't notice that. That's amazing. There's so many little bits in this. Oh. It's great. I love how Okrun's like, oh yeah, no, I guess I am super chummy with her. You know, he's like, oh yeah, alright, I guess. Oh, there she is. She's hiding. Hi, Jenny. But shush. Oh no. Okay. He's like, yeah, I guess that is true. Look, he does it. He does the upside down thing. He does the upside down point. You know, the famous upside down point. Yeah. No, but don't say that to Jenny, because I might have said it wrong. I might have said it wrong. And I don't need to know that. I don't want to be publicly shamed. If I said it wrong, please don't tell them. Oh man, you see all this stuff, like the school stuff. I love it. I love the school stuff. Man, we need more of it. We need more of it. I miss this kind of thing. But like, look, all this bluster, right? And he literally can't even look in her direction when he talks to her. You know? It's great. It's just, yeah. Yeah, I know. I love that. Just getting a... Hold on. But, sorry, 1 second, guys. There we go. Yeah, he's an awkward fellow. Yeah, a different kind, though. Man, I really do miss the slice of life stuff, man. We need a bit more. You guys look like you totally get along. I don't know if... Like, I know that the Netflix subtitles are very different to the Crunchyroll ones. This is the first week that I'm watching it on Netflix, rather than on Crunchyroll, and it does seem a little bit more kind of like a bit more colloquial in a way, right? I found your golden nut. Oh wait, or are there two different? Is there two different English subtitles here? Oh wow, there are. Okay, right. So there's the closed captions. There's the closed captions, and then there's the normal English. Interesting. Oh look, it's Rin, everybody. It's Rin. Look at her with her lame gang. I'm sorry, but this gang is not it. I'm sorry, but this gang is not it, right? Look at this. Look at them. This is not the gang. You know, you ain't rolling up nowhere with that. Nah, I can't get past this behavior right here. Right? She's in the same class, right? Okay? She's in the same class. It's not a big classroom. She must have seen that he was getting the shit bullied out of him every single day, and she didn't even do anything, man. She didn't even do anything. And they're clearly friends. It is so clear to me. Yeah, Toaster, the fun, please. Exactly. They're clearly friends, and she's like, oh, are you coercing him? And it's like, no! This is his first friend, you motherfucker! And you're just trying to be like, and you're trying to start shit for no reason. Like, what's your problem? She literally is like, oh, shit, my bad. My bad. She's all like, my bad. Momo! Where did you go? Okay. She's fine. There we go. It's fine, guys. It's fine. We're all getting a little heated about Rin. Okay, right, we're fine. Okay, are we still here? Are we still good, guys? I don't know whether YouTube's having a bit of an issue here. Are we good? Are we getting any lag, guys? Are we getting any lag? Can somebody let me know if we're getting lag? Because it's my stream is acting up for some reason. Okay. Interesting. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Sometimes, yeah. See, I'm getting really good. End stream. No, I'm not doing it anymore. Yeah, no, my upload speed and everything is totally fine. So it must be on YouTube side. I noticed that they've been getting a lot of issues. I've noticed they've been getting a lot of issues recently. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, well, let me know, guys, if the lag gets really bad. There's fuck all I can do about it, but I would prefer to thingy. Yeah, they imported it. We imported the lag. But anyway, oh, there we go. It should be picking up back up now, guys. No, it's fine, right? I make fun of Rin and stuff, but they don't. I feel like they don't go out of their way to make this make sense, right? I just think that she's. I feel like this is absurd. This is an absurd reaction for her. I think it's an absurd reaction for her. But she's all like, "Oh, I'm class president." It's like, come on, man. The Kinta's just there. They put so much effort into his thing. I love the argument though. I mean, in fairness, it doesn't look good on Momo. It doesn't look good on Momo that she immediately is just like, can you just say something, for Christ's sake? Tell her that she's full of shit. It doesn't look good on her. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think that this... Right, okay, right. I'm gonna stop being a dick about Rin just now, okay? I'm gonna quickly explain that here in this arc feels like one of the themes of the Kaiju arc is the idea of being invisible, of being not seen, of being unnoticed. It's not an accident that Vimola's whole thing when she's first introduced, let's say, like the Kaiju is introduced, she's invisible. That's her thing, is being unseen. unnoticed, right? And in the same way, Okarun has just started being noticed. And in the same way, Kinta has never really been noticed. It's only just now, right? And the fact that people are starting to see Okarun means that this relationship that Momo and Okarun have has an almost has more challenges that come from the fact that people are starting to recognize him for the fact that he has value, and the fact that he's cool now, right? That's the whole thing with this chapter, this episode, is that Okarun's cool now, and part of that is because of the fact that people see him now. They see him for who he is and not a nobody. And in a lot of ways, I think Rin right now isn't so much a character as much as she is a kind of vehicle for that, to convey that theme, that now that Okarun has been noticed, there is a challenge from other people to kind of like push them apart, right? And I think that one of the things that we get later on is when Okarun comments on the fact that, oh, it's the first time that anybody's spoken to him in class, so he felt flustered and didn't know what to say or do. And then Momo's whole thing where she's like, you know, you're cool, and she's like, yep. Alright, catch your hoops. Thanks for joining, dude. And he's like, oh, no way, I'm cool. And she's like, yup. They intentionally don't show her face for that. And for me, that's their kind of way of showing that she's kind of uncomfortable with it in a way, or a little bit maybe unnerved by that, right? Because she's had him pretty much to herself in this, like I said, multiple times throughout multiple videos, in a kind of bubble world, right? Away from everybody else and everything. And that's where they've managed to flourish. But now, and they've had that capacity to do that because Okarun has never been noticed. He's been invisible, like the kaiju, like Kinta. But now he's not. And because of that, because of the fact that he's no longer invisible, she can't have him to herself. Running into his classroom and just chatting to him isn't something she can just do without other people noticing and stepping in, like Rin, because he's noticeable now, right? And the longer that these two don't connect properly, the more difficult it will be for, well, the more these challenges will start to potentially divide them, you know? All right, Giovanni, catch you. Oh, again. Fucking YouTube, man. Yeah, I don't know what the buffering is about. Yeah, we're just gonna have to keep on going with it, guys. It's the man. The man's trying to keep me down. Is it really bad still? Are we really bad? Are we still here, guys? Are we still here, guys? Guys! Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with the lag spikes, right? But there's a delay on the stream. Alright, cool. Well, guys, look. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, the thingy, the invisibility element, right? There's a delay now. Okay. Alright, catch you, Eric. Yeah, I don't know what the delay is about. Okay, cool, guys. I don't know if refreshing it will help with the delay, but we'll see. We'll see as we go, right, guys? What is this? Use a keyframe. Currently, ingestion errors. 4 seconds. Okay, right. Well, we might have a thing. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. But hopefully we can. I wonder if I stop streaming for a second, if that would. No. Anyway, let's just go on. Let's just power through. Anyway. So. Yes, we got this nightmare with Kinta. We've got this absolute nightmare with Kinta, by the way. Cursed. And then he hits the line, guys. He hits the line. He says the fucking line, guys. 10-gallon wiener. Now, he says, that's right, I got this. And then he says, like... What did he say? Yeah, he says wiener again. Cowards. They cowarded out of it. We got 10-gallon wiener, but we never got pure beef. I don't know if I can forgive that. You know? I don't know if I can forgive that kind of thing. Alright, it looks like the stream's back again. I don't know if I can forgive something like that. You know? Well, I'm glad to hear that, Tarantado. I mean, after the season's done, after the season is done, I do have plans for this slot. I have plans for this slot going forward, which I will be able to illustrate to you when the season is at its end. There are still some things I'm working out, and I'm also still talking to some people about some things related to it. But as it currently stands, I've got a few ideas, but I don't see why we can't maybe move that to a Friday slot instead of the Thursday, potentially. I don't know. I might need to run like a few polls on it to see what works for the majority of people and what works for me as well. A Friday slot could maybe be a better option, especially if I'm going to be working with some other people and some cool. Well, I'll see. It might be that when we're done with Dandadan Thursdays, we move on to Friday slots going forward. But I'll keep you all tuned in if you stay tuned in, guys. What happened to my... Anyway, so I'm at the bit now where Okurun is walking with Momo, and she says that he's cool, right? And she's like looking away, like I said, right? When she says, yeah, this is like the most kind of like insecure thing with their relationship ever. I like this a lot, right? Like it was kind of, I find that in the manga when they did this, it was hard. Even here, actually, it's kind of difficult to tell exactly what it is that she's feeling, and I think the ambiguity, is very intentional, right? There's a lot of different things happening here. On one hand, I think she's a bit embarrassed by the fact that she's saying this at all, because this is a continuation. From my perspective, this is a continuation of the of that conversation that they had or didn't finish in the nurse's office, where he said that he wanted her to think of him as cool, and here she is saying that he is. She's the one that said that he's cool. It feels like a continuation of that. I think she's embarrassed about that, but also I think that she's conflicted about the fact that it offers and opens the potential for her to for him to be drawn away from her by other sources, right? We got a glimpse of that with Ida last week, and the fact is she's not able to push herself through that barrier to even tell him that's what she's concerned about, you know? Yeah. No, exactly, Blissy. These are the things that I really love about Dandadan's characters, because at the end of the day, as much as I love all the visuals, I adore them, and I love breaking down all the little bits and pieces about why this does work. At the end of the day, my thing is character. I adore characters, and I adore character consistency. To me, having a character like Momo, who is quite complex, and does tuck away a lot of different elements about the way that she reacts and behaves, especially when it comes to her feelings, despite the fact that on the surface she's very open and very expressive about the way that she feels. She doesn't hide what she thinks or feels about anyone, except something that really matters. And I think that that's such an interesting distinction, right? I think that's such an interesting distinction between them. Do you know what I mean? And this is an example of that, you know? Buffering again. How odd. I'm sorry about the buffering, gang. Interesting. We're back again. Yeah, I don't know what the buffering's all about, guys. I'm gonna do a little look into it later on and see what the deal is, but yeah. Small company, yeah, they're a small indie company, you're right. Yeah. But anyway, I mean, I cover a lot of this in the Kaiju Arc video, and because that's so recent, my thoughts in that are still pretty fresh, and kind of not really changed since then, you know? But it is a really nice moment. This is just a really cute moment, just generally speaking. And I absolutely love the way that they react here is just the fucking bomb. This is the best. Nice support. Love that. Love the MCR. So good. Look, it's so fucking cute. This shit's so fucking cute. Oh my god. Holy shit, guys. You know? Yeah, there's a lot of different things at play, and that's what I love about the character. That's what I love about Momo as a character, is that there are so many different things at play. It can be quite difficult to unpack the motivations, her motivations. I find Okarun, comparatively speaking, he's a very simple, straightforward individual, right? Like, what it was that drove him up until this point and drives him forward is pretty cut and dry. And his insecurities are pretty straightforward as well. And it makes sense. And I like that. I mean, like, I like that as well. That there's nothing wrong with a character whose motivations are simple, because the plot demands that he acts in a complex way, right? As opposed to it just being like when in the Damara arc, the way that he reacts to the crisis, leaving, coming back, that kind of thing. That's a complicated way of reacting to a situation, because he's thinking and not putting his feelings first. He's using his head rather than thinking with his heart. And that, to me, is, for someone like Okarun, progress. That's a very different reaction for someone like him. And that's fine. But for someone like Momo as a character, her motivations are much less clear. What it was she wants to get out of a conversation or a moment is less clear. And I enjoy that. This is really cute as well. This is fucking so cute. To be fair, his expression was incredibly cute as well, to be fair. But I think also... Oh, man. Look at this shit. It's ridiculous. You see this space between them? Can you see it? goddamn. Also, the fact that half of the screen is light and dark. Like, look at him. He's in dark and she's in light. They're opposites, guys. Oh my god. This shot is great. This shot is great. There's space in between them, and it's in the center focus of the screen, guys. Look at this. It's in the center focus of the screen, so you are so drawn to this middle space between them. The absence. This is no different than when their hands parted from each other in the back of the car, right? There is nothing. There's no pillar this time. This is the Pillar Chronicles continued. There is no pillar this time between them, but what is between them is completely invented by each of them. It is an invention. There is nothing there that's stopping them except for their own inability to cross that boundary. They come from different worlds. They have, one of them's in dark, one of them's in light, because they are completely different ends of the spectrum, right? She brought light into his world. That's the whole thing, isn't it? But this space, it means it is nothing. It is completely, but this is absolutely done intentionally. This is a Yamashiro episode. I can feel it. Is Natchan in the chat? Natchan, is this a Yamashiro episode? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. He really, I can tell that he really enjoys this. He really enjoys this visual of the absence of something. You know, like the notion of absence. The notion of absence in space is such an interesting concept because there is no focus. There's nothing to be seen here. It's literally the lack of something to be seen. It's so interesting. Is this working, guys? It says that the stream's messed up again. Is this one working? What is going on with the stream? It's really annoying me. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. Oh, hi, Iron. Yeah, we're lost for a second again. I don't know what the hell, man. I don't know what the hell. I'm not 100% sure what the issue is just generally here. I'm trying to figure it out. You know? How bizarre. It's quite frustrating. Anyway, we press on. We press on. There's no point now. There's no point now. But no, I can see chat right now. I can see chat right now. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, oh, I can't play the whole thing. Anyway, I'm quite keen to get to the actual apartment complex before the chat starts, before the episode starts to fucking melt, right? All right, interesting, Natchan. I guess that makes sense as well because of the color, you know. He's clearly the powerhouse. He's definitely the powerhouse of the color in the episode. Yeah, I mean, I imagine that Yamashiro is very involved with the Momokurun stuff. In the same way that I suppose that yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how the directorial split would go exactly. You know? What are we laughing at? I like how real this whole apartment complex moment feels. Like this whole sequence feels like very... His backpack is crazy as well. Kinta's backpack is crazy. Do you think he made it himself? He probably made it himself, right? He probably made the backpack himself. Yeah. Oh, you sent me something. What was it? How silly are we talking? That is funny. You know what? That is funny support. Oh no, I can't show it. I can't show it. I can't show it. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, I know that Abel is an accomplished director in his own thingy. Okay, cool. And then he dodges. Man, Kinta gets a bloodied face here, by the way. He gets a really bloodied face. No, it's fine. No, you can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see it. It's only that's only for me. You're not allowed to see it. Don't let them see it. Anyway. The pervy dude from his class. That is such a bad legacy. That's such a bad legacy to have. This is look at this. Look at how much better this looks than the snot filter, right? Look how incredibly powerful it is over here. The color is over here, right? How incredibly powerful the color is over here versus down here where it's much lighter, right? And it also impacts all the other colors in the scene as well, rather than just an overlay. Look, they intentionally change or bring out the blue in Momo's powers so that it actually stands out against all of the green, right? It looks great. It looks so goddamn good. The lime juice alone. You talk about the snot filter. You talk about the snot filter. Look, we're snot filter now. What do you think? Look, it's me. It's me, episode 8. What's going on? It's messing up again. Oh shit, the episode's on. The episode's on. What's happening with the fucking stream? It's like you're underwater. It's like I'm underwater. It's like it's coming right at me. Yeah, my upload and download is excellent, so I don't really understand it. Now, I know that it's not exactly the same as the snot filter, but you see my point. You get my point. Anyway, I love the way that the light, like the lens flares and stuff coming off of the lighting. It feels like it's like radiating out into the scene. You know? You know that kind of like fluorescence lighting? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the internet, guys. It says that it's not receiving enough video, but I don't understand why that would be the case. I don't understand why that would be the case. Interesting. There is like the capacity to turn on a stream delay, which is quite funny. But I'm not controversial enough. I'm not controversial enough to need a stream delay. You know? I hate that Tarantado. The kaiju toy. I did see it, yeah. It's funny that they gave the kaiju horns. It's funny that they gave the kaiju horns at all, to be honest. I love the way that Momo rides on Okarun's back as well. It's just such a ridiculous thing. I love this shot. I love this shot so much. Like the fisheye lens. Look at this. This should be a poster. This should be an album cover. It looks so good. I love this shit. Look at him. Yeah. Yeah, the horns. Yeah. Oh, I see. Interesting, Blissy. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I love that they've just slightly changed Momo's colors of her powers as well. Like, there's so much. Also, this whole sequence adds so many different things. Like, I think the problem with the Kaiju arc generally is that it's so restricted. Like really, the fights are kind of basic when you think about it. Like, it all takes place in that one hallway, but here they take it to the roof, they take it and go through people's houses and stuff, and it's just, it adds a lot more complexity to the apartment complex, right? And I think that it looks really neat. Yeah, and the music as well. We obviously can't play the music here, but the music is so good in this entire sequence. Like, I was like goosebumps with it. Honestly, goosebumps with it. Yeah, the whole area feels a lot more engaging and energized. You know? Like, it's not so well, it's not so single location, right? Yeah. How the Kaiju, I don't know. I mean, Kinta must have something special about him, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's I love the Momo hitting the ground thing. Is the best. Look, I've always loved this. It's amazing. Look, yeah, look at her go. She's having an awful day. She's having such a bad day. Yeah, no, it's all just brilliant. Like, honestly, the Kaiju arc, and the Kaiju arc needed a little bit more energy to it, right? It needed something more, because overall the Kaiju arc's quite dull. So the fact that they've kind of done this, they've really leaned into the stylistic choices, they've really pushed all of the different kind of like environments. I don't know. I'm like, honestly, if we were to re-rank the arcs, I'd put this higher. I'd put this higher than where it was in our initial list. You know? Oh, you think oh, that's interesting, Blissy. Yeah, that might be it. He thought when he does his roll, his jet stream attack. He knows his stuff. He knows. Retro reflective projection tech. Yeah, he's not so useless now. And then they go into the actual buildings. It looks great. I love it. They needed more pizzazz. Look at you guys using the same words. Brain celling. Yeah, I can see his aura is yellow, or kind of like gold. Okrun pressing the fucking doorbell. By the way, the doorbell is great. You know what's really good here as well? I feel like we're seeing Momo kind of use her powers a bit more individually as well. It feels like sometimes Momo's limitations of her abilities are very stark when it comes to not being with Okrun. But here it feels like she is really the tactician of the team. She's able to move around quite fluidly without having to just ride on Okrun's back. And it's not just like the one time where she hung on to onto the floor to move down a level. Now she's just swinging around the place. You know? Oh no. We're buffering again. No! What is going on? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, guys. I don't know what the deal is, guys. It's quite frustrating, though. Drop frames to unstable connection. I don't know. It feels like a connection issue, doesn't it? It feels like some kind of connection issue. I don't know. I'll look into this. Should have taken the hoodie up. Yeah, I know. That is what it is, isn't it? It's the hoodie. I should have not taken it off. I'll look into it post stream, guys. Hopefully it won't happen again. I don't know why it would, to be honest. Anyway. I love that Okrun is just laying on the floor here, right? Because it's easy to forget he's just headbutting guys. He's just headbutting guys. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. The last time we get to see them. Well, I mean, you mean until the end of the space globalist stuff, right? Right? Man, I'll tell you what, people are going to be really upset with the amount of time that they're separated in season 3. The Reiko Kashima stuff is going to be great. The Reiko Kashima stuff is going to be great. But they are separated for a very long time. People are very upset. I love the it's a kaiju thing. It was like, what the fuck is a kaiju doing here? Look at it. Aww. Aww, look at it. It's cute. It's cute. No, you're right. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I imagine that a lot of the fight scenes, though, in the next season are going to be crazy good, right? You know? This is the best. This looks great. This looks great. I love this shot. I don't know that they necessarily do it better than in the manga here, because the manga's shot is extraordinarily good. But when the actual kaiju gets properly big, it just looks great. The music sounds great. You know? It looks amazing. Fucking hell. This is how you do it. This is how you do the color thing, right? Like, no snot filter here, guys. Look at that. All the lights are coming from inside of the houses, right? It's clearly like artificial lighting that's creating that kind of hue. Yeah, I mean, I personally am more of a I'm personally more of a kind of cursed house arc, evil eye arc kind of person. more so than I am a Space Globalist arc. I think the Space Globalist arc is really, really good. I just don't know that that's like preferred for me, I suppose. You know, the music is so good. I wish I could just play it. Yeah. Toaster for sure. It doesn't look intentionally. Yeah. No, it'll be season 3 and season 4. It'll be season 3 and season 4. Season 3 will all be the Space Globalist arc, and then season 4 I could see going up to Danmara, like through Danmara to the end. Yeah, 12 episodes. Any more than 12 episodes for the Space Globalist stuff is maybe a bit much, because it is so much fighting, you know. Oh yeah, I can't wait for the soundtrack as well. I'll tell you what, the next episode is going to be great just for the Ida stuff alone, right? The Ida stuff is going to slap. Because, like, this is kind of like a bit of a prelude. This is kind of a prelude to the Space Globalist stuff, really. This feels like almost an intro. Damn. And there we go, guys. That's the end of the episode. I don't know what the deal with the stream is. It's been pretty frustrating, actually, but it is what it is. We ball, you know. We look like we've gotten through it. You know what it is that's the most frustrating about it? I think what's the most frustrating about the stream messing up is it really sucks a lot of energy out of everything. You know what I mean? Like, you got an energy going, you got a vibe going, and then it just gets sucked out of it by the fact that it just breaks for no reason, and it's incredibly frustrating. Especially when you've got like a, you know, like, it's one of those things where it's Momo, no. Right, you sit there. It's one of those things where you kind of like, hold on, let me just hold on 1 second, gamers. No, it's I know, Momo, no. It's one of those things where it's really frustrating because obviously it takes you know, I feel very very comfortable. I feel very comfortable at this point just being here in front of the camera and talking to you guys, because I don't feel like there's an expectation necessarily, but when you're kind of on, I guess is the way of putting it. You're kind of on, there's an energy that you try to kind of like convey. You're kind of like, there is a lot of work that goes into that, you know. It takes a lot of work to kind of like conjure that up and to keep the stream going and motivated and energetic. I'm about to pomade, don't worry, Nachan. So when it starts to mess up like that and you've got to kind of troubleshoot in real time, it can really mess with your capacity to kind of do that. It's easy to get in your head about, oh, when's it next going to mess up or whatever. And yeah, it's kind of annoying, to be honest. It messes with the flow. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want a movie of it. No way. I do not want a movie of it. Like, it's so overrated. Why would I pick one like 90-minute to 2-hour film over months of episodes. I don't understand why anybody would want to do that. You know? You know what I mean? I don't think that a movie necessarily I don't see why a movie necessarily would need to be more profitable than a television show. There's a lot of money in TV, especially merchandising. I don't think that a movie would be a good idea. I hope that they don't do a movie. This kind of thing, the depth of Dandadan, it does not suit a film, in my opinion. Yeah, it's that would be a huge mistake, and I don't think that they're going to do that. Yeah, it would be a massive waste of so much source material. But anyway, guys, so we're getting close to the end of the season, and the channel has grown a lot. The channel's grown a lot. Like genuinely, it's what are we at? We're at just under 6,000 subscribers, and very recently, like literally 2 days ago, I think we hit 1 million views. 1 million views on the channel, guys. That is, I can't. It's impossible to even really put the words together. It sounds like, oh, that's what YouTube channels do, right? Like that's just something that YouTube channels do. They get views, but it's like really put yourself in that position of thinking about it. That there have been over 1 million times that people have sat down and watched a video of me blabbing about Dandadan, and possibly a little bit about Cowboy Bebop, right? 1 million times. Like, what the fuck, dude? That is crazy. I don't even know how that even works. Like, for me, I put it into watch hours, right? Which is like hours into, like, you don't even count it in days, you count it in years. That's 17 and a half years. 17 and a half years, man, of people listening to me talk about mostly Dandadan. Half of that was Natjan. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy, and this whole period of time, season 2 has been honestly just so. This has been a great experience, you know, and the channel's grown so much. I feel like I've learned a lot, and you know, the fuel of the engine that is this channel is the capacity for us to have a community, right? It helps me make content. It helps me want to make content, and I don't know, it energizes me, you know, like, because this is a lot of work, and I'm not complaining about that. I'm glad to have it. It's just if it wasn't for the fact that we have a growing, excellent community here, that if I make merchandise, people are interested in it. If yeah, that's true, Blitzy. Like quite a few people. I don't know. That's exciting. And then obviously there are people who pay to be on support the channel as a YouTube member or through Patreon, and that stuff it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Genuinely, it absolutely blows my mind out of the water. And there are more people on the Yokai Power user tier which is the highest tier on the Patreon and on YouTube, than they are on the other tiers. And I'm just gonna take the time to go through the list of these people and give them a shout out, because is beyond me. Like, the fact that you guys do this is beyond me, and I can't express adequately how important it is to me. So that's Angle, that's Blissy Kaiju, that's Boo, it's Eric. That's Burlap Sack, Danny, 5th Gram, Old Ghoster, Orbis, Sarah Sidious. She's still in the Star Wars arc. Serpo, Classico. Sith Lord Wolf, he's also still in his Star Wars arc. Spoopy Gelatinous Jellies, Spoopy Support, Zill and her gaggle of oak runes, Zero, and then Tim Kai, guys. I like, thank you. It's not sufficient. It's not a sufficient way of being able to kind of like highlight how important it is to me. But you know what I can say, you know, that I get up each day with a motivation to do stuff, to make stuff. And it absorbs my life in a lot of ways. And I'm, you know, but that's okay. That's okay, because this kind of period of time doesn't come around at all. You know, it just doesn't happen. So the fact that we can be here and go through season 2 and see such a boost in the channel, I knew that there would be a bit of a boost, but I didn't expect it to be this much. And making all of these videos, the shorter ones, the longer ones, has been so gratifying to me. This has been such an incredible few months of just putting stuff together. You know, like that last video that went up, the 2-minute one, which was basically a fucking music video, right? That was just a thing. That was just a thing. I'm working on another video. I'm hoping to get it out on Sunday, guys. I'm hoping to get my next video out on Sunday, and this is a longer one. It's like more like in line with my classic stuff, right? Classic stuff. It's like 2 months ago. But that other one, it's just those sequence. I thought, oh, that would look pretty neat if I just did that. I did it for fun, for the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. And it's like my second most successful video in less than a week. In less than a week, it's nearly accumulated 200,000 views, and that is fucking crazy. Because I feel like I'm kind of in tune with what it is that you guys want from the channel. And that's what I do, right? I make the stuff for the people who are the core audience of the channel. And I'm glad that you guys like it, because it's the only reason I do it. More or less the only reason I do it. I also do it because I like it. But yes, here we are, and we've got 2 more weeks left. So let's make them good. All right, let's make these next 2 weeks good ones, guys. You know, obviously the channel continues after the 2 weeks is done. It's just things won't be as explosive, and that's fine. I don't mind. But yeah. Tarantado, yes, exactly. If you want merchandise, guys, from Kells, from Angle, we have it at safetiesonrookie.com. Pinned comment in the comment section. But yeah, no, and this has been, and we've met a lot of incredible people. A lot of incredible people have joined the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member. All right, hi Wolf. Thank you, Blissy. That's very generous of you. That's very generous of you. I can't like I wanna like it or something, but I can't. But it's cute. Look at that little guy go. Look at him dance. Look at him dance. Thank you. And the donations, guys, as well. It's crazy. It's crazy how much it helps, like with the channel. Even just being here, right? Even just being here. And look, the fact that there are people who are donating to the Patreon, to the channel through Patreon, or donating in the chat directly, that's the reason that we don't need to run ads or anything like that on the actual streams themselves, right? Because that just disrupts the flow. I mean, so do So does lag, apparently, but it disrupts the flow because the stream is supported by you, the viewer. So nice job. Nice job. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a pat on the back. Because that's the way that we do things here, guys. That's the way that we do things here. Yeah, quite right. Quite right, Blissy. Genuinely. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm working on a video. Normally we do the, you know, we could probably do one. We could probably do one. Screw it, we'll do one. Hold on, where is it? Okay, we'll do one. We'll do one or two. All right. Right. All right. Hopefully the, you know, hopefully the stream, generally speaking, guys, hopefully the stream has felt normal. I was not well yesterday. I'm not 1,000% right now, but I feel a lot better. So hopefully that has come across as normal for all of you. But yes, so let's get through a couple of these. We're on episode 8. Episode 8. What we thinking? What we thinking? And you know what, guys? It looks like we can get these done by the end of the season, and then we can rank all of the episodes. Then we can rank all of the episodes in season 2 in our final season 2 wrap up in 3 weeks time. How snotty is episode 8? Episode 8 is not very snotty, but I do think that the animation took a bit of a hit in that episode. I think that episode 8 is like maybe C. Maybe C. Maybe D. You know, I could maybe put it at D, to be honest. Episode 8. Yeah. It's the one where Momo catches Ida and Okarun behind the school. Yeah, and then the beginning of the fight against the Serpos, and it ends on Ida unleashing her powers. Ida unleashes her powers. I think it's a D, to be honest. Like, it's kind of set up for episode 9. Oh yeah. It's not to say that it's bad. It's not to say that it's bad, but you know, it's not magic. It's definitely not magic. I think episode 9 is... Well, we're not talking about episode 9 right now. We're talking about episode 8. We're talking about episode 8. I'm going to start a poll. Well, I think that it's got some good moments in it. Of course, something needs to go here. F plus is going to be episode 12, right? F plus is going to be episode 12. But this does include season 2, by the way, guys. Although I don't think that there's any episode in season 2 that would be at the bottom of the list. Personally. The pitched battles. I don't know that you're gonna get battles over episodes, right? Episode 12 is Episode 12 is not. Oh, maybe the Tulpa fight. Yeah, maybe that's a good point, Blissy. And we've got to remain objective here. Yeah, there's definitely a delay, Toaster, for sure. But it is what it is. I don't know why. It seems to be behaving again now. Like, I don't know what the hell that's about. Very bizarre, isn't it? Very bizarre. Yeah, I'm thinking D as well. Put in episode 7. Yeah, it was pretty clutch. It's great. I thought about it being an S+, but I think that there is stuff. I think that last episode. I think that last episode in season 2. Not the one that just went this week, last week's. I think is maybe my favorite thing ever. It's just amazing, isn't it? I just think it's so good. You know, ain't nothing for it. It's like my favorite thing. Alright. It's almost 3 minutes. 3 minutes will decide. So we're almost, it looks like D rank is where it's going. Yeah, I mean, we're never going to be able to recapture the majesty of the character tier list, just for the record. Yeah, episode 7 is wonderful in what it is. But as far as like a Dandadan episode is concerned, I don't know that I would put it at number 1, just because of the fact that it doesn't really scream to me everything that I adore about Dandadan, why I watch it, right? It's definitely some of the best stuff that I love about Dandadan and how human it is. But I mean, look, the fact that it's up there with episode 5 is crazy. Like, those are 2 fantastic episodes. And there's still the possibility that we could move 7 up. You know? Yeah. Yeah, no. Episode 7 is incredible. Episode 7 is incredible. Like, genuinely. Well, that's rare support. That's rare. No, we're in agreement. No, episode 7 is incredible. Like, it is a piece of art. If we were to completely objectively rank this stuff as though it were not Dandadan, it was just a thing, I'd probably put 7 at S+. But the fact that I'm not going to be completely objective with this list because of the fact that it's a Dandadan list. My favorite episode is probably last week's, you know? Yes, Toaster. That is absolutely a grand idea. You should definitely do that. A few pages is amazing. Look, last time that we did the character stuff, I got multiple essays about why Rin is not a trash tier character. You know, some of them almost swayed me. We got fan fiction about why Momo and Okurum belong on the same tier. Got a website for Riot. You know? God Tiger, very funny. We got a website, yeah. You absolutely should finish that. I welcome you to finish it. I welcome you to finish it for sure. The fan fiction thing is fantastic, right? It's so good because I literally talk like that. That's fucking me, man. That's how I talk. That's how I fucking talk. On my own Discord. No. It's not sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic. I genuinely want to read it. I love people having passion about this kind of stuff. I adore people having passion about this kind of stuff. Yeah. By all means, man. By all means. I absolutely adore people's passion about this kind of stuff. It's genuinely wonderful. You know? I love it when people are involved in this kind of stuff because for the most part, these all just begin as like kind of like ideas, like little nascent ideas where I'm just kind of like, maybe that would be fun. I don't know if people would like it or not. And then people get into it and people get heated about it and people have thoughts about it. And it's like, okay, this was worth doing because people are engaged, you know? We all started as ideas. That's crazy, bro. Bro, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. The real question is, are we ranking episode 9 right now? Are we gonna do that? Are we gonna rank episode 9? I think that would be a mistake. We've got 2 weeks left. You know, we've got two weeks left. Yeah, I think it deserves discussion. I think it deserves its own discussion. You know? You want to do episode 9? Right, you know what? I'll do a poll about whether or not people want to do episode 9. Alright, there you go. No, you've done it now. You're too late. It's too late. Yeah, I personally think that we should probably not. Oh, fuck yes. It's winning. Fucking hell. Yeah, I might need to rewatch it. I might need to rewatch episode 9 before ranking it. Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 weeks left. We've got 2 weeks left to rank season 1. And we've got 4 episodes. That's 2 episodes a stream. That's 2 episodes a stream that would pretty much work. And then we'll do season 2 will be dedicated to the whole wrap up. To the wrap up of it. No, because even episode 12 doesn't really count, does it? Because we know that that's going to be F+. Right? I haven't added the newest episodes yet. I need to open up the font and stuff and put it on. I never get around to stuff. You guys should know this by now. You guys should know this by now. I don't get around to stuff. Get it over with right now. No, I'm not doing it now. It's nearly midnight. I'm not doing it right now. Well aware. The fucking cheek. That is so passive aggressive. That's so passive aggressive. That's so passive aggressive. How dare you? No, we cannot, Eric. We absolutely cannot. No. I don't rank the episodes on the manga chapters. The manga chapters, we have I don't know what we have currently on the manga chapters, actually, now I think about it. It was the Daizuken. It was the Daizuken, but I don't know if there's anything else translated in there from last time. If not, there are always ideas, guys. We can always find stuff to talk about. Don't worry about The whole series has plus. No, there's no twist. The end twist. The end twist has to be the end twist has to be kind of like proportionate to the amount of anger and resentment that have been built up in the tier list up until that point. It's got to be a cathartic experience. Yes, the Danda Drip. We've got a Danda Drip tier list as well. There's like a million things, guys, that have been worked on in the background. It's just I don't have enough hands. And there's not enough of me to do it. I've got to do videos, man. I've got a video that I want out for Sunday, guys. I want to get it done for Sunday, but that means putting in the work tomorrow. That means putting in the legwork tomorrow. You know, it's about halfway. A fashion show. What do you mean? Like a tier list for the outfits? No, David. No, I want to save democracy. Oh, it's so much work being me. Oh, it's so much work. Oh, it's so difficult. None of you know how hard it is. But what survey? Join the Helldivers, of course. Did you really vote yes, guys? Did you really vote yes? Oh yeah, the survey you did. What's the deal? I forgot about that. Did that go anywhere? I see that you've all voted yes, but I'm gonna say no anyway. You idiots! You voted for nothing, for no reason, for nothing. That's what you get. I'm gonna go put Momo back up there. What, this whole thing? Oh yeah, it's just a piece of merchandise designed by Kells in the community. Everybody give her a hand. Yeah, safetysonrookie.com. You can get your hands on one of those. Yeah, pretty easy actually. There's also a zip-up version. You know, pretty simple stuff. Whatever. You know. Mod my own stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I have a friend who has a pretty decent camera rig, so maybe I'll do that. Go do a photo shoot around the city. Yeah, I'll go to some high points in the city, some really pretty shots. Do that. Yeah, I love the bone color. I love the bone color. This thing, see this thing, the lettering on the sleeve, are literally unbeatable. That is so cool. This is so cool. Yeah, exactly, Toaster. Go do that. Looks so good. This is so good. Yeah, I don't blame you for being jelly. Yes, thank you, Kells. Thank you, Kells. I love working with community members. I absolutely adore working for members of the community here, like being able to work and commission artwork through people who are actually in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. To me, that's the way to do this. you know, because we've got so much talent, you know. Yeah, flexing the merch. Here it is. Look at that. Amazing. Also, because it's a prototype, anybody who purchases the actually for sale version is getting a superior version to the one that I have, because it's got a little golden ball here. Yeah. And the design's ever been slightly reworked to kind of like for perfection purposes. Whereas I get the worst version. So, you know. Yeah, I've got other stuff. Yes, I am as snug as a bug in a rug. Angle's work over there. You don't know who's next. I know who's next, but you don't know who's next. Don't even guess. Don't even guess. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Okay. She doesn't know. Support doesn't know. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here, you liar. Liar. Liar, liar. Pants on fire. Right. Cool. Look at that. So fucking sick. Oh my lord. So cool. Yeah, I think wrapping it up makes the most sense. As well. But I'll tell you what, guys, it's been fun. I'm glad that we I'm glad that we're able to do this. You know? I'm glad that we're able to do this. Yeah, I don't have one of the zip ones, but I think it looks very cool. This is sick. Like, honestly, it looks so good. Like, do it one more. Yeah. Pretty sick, huh? Pretty sick, huh? Did you just say Singe maxed? That's cursed. I'm hyped for your order to arrive as well. Look at that. Yeah. It is on a shirt as well. I'll show you. Yeah, it's a shame that they don't have bone for the zip. But the zip's colours were a lot more limited, so white is all I could really work out, I'm afraid. But yeah, so on the website, the here it is, shirt. So they've got like a bone off-white colour here as well. Is that called? No, vintage white, but it's basically the same thing. You got your purple, your burgundy kind of red, that stuff, and then obviously this color. This has a kind of like vintage black, but I think that, as you can see, they've got this here on this version, the golden ball. I love it. I'm so excited about the idea that they've got like little tags on them, right? That's so cool. But then also we've got this version as well, which has a slightly different thingy on it in order to work better on the black, you know? Same with the vintage black, which is pretty sick, because the color is the colors are all like the fabrics are all really good. Anybody who has one of the hoodies from the previous volume, it feels good. Yeah, the vintage black is very nice. It's kind of like got a greyish kind of look to it, you know. because these are all done in different softwares as well, some of the designs look further down or further up than others, but that's just the way that these things are designed. Then obviously we've got the season 1, the volume 1 stuff. I need to edit this a little bit to work slightly different, but yeah, neat little website. Yeah, no, I also like a good zip hoodie as well. I'm also a big fan